Are you rolling tape already, sir?
Yes, sir.
I love the way he does that.
There you go.
So, yeah.
Give him this mic situation. He feels comfortable with it,
Yeah.
I can already tell.
Hey, you know, Bob Barker would hold the mic down there, but the mic was like this tall, so
Right.
you know he could do that.
Real skinny.
But yeah, we gotta kind of keep it up here and do stuff. I'm excited. I'm excited not just because you're here, but because what I found out you're going to be doing.
Right.
Shawn Hoffman with Masonry Cosmetics and Brian Carney, whom we lost earlier in the year. They have a very beautiful memorial tribute wall for him. And they were looking at it and they were like, there's something going on. And tell us exactly what you're going to do. And I mean, it's really gonna make things so much better.
Sure. So as I was working on my booth, getting it set up, Sean O'Malley come up to me and he said, "Look, I need you to come look at something." And so as we were walking up there, I noticed the wall itself, and from a distance, you really couldn't tell that there was like anything special about it if you didn't know what to look for.
Yeah.
And so when he talked to me about it, he's like, "Look, could you make this pop a little bit more?" And I'm like, "Sure. What do you have in mind? We can make it a slightly darker. We could do whatever. As long as that absorbs, we can do whatever we want to with it." And he's like, "Could you make it blue and gold, because that's our colors?"
Yeah.
And so I said, "Look, you talk to it with your people, and if we can make it look better." And we knew Brian as well, and we want to make that something that you guys are proud of, and that he's proud of, and that his family's proud of, and that to do it right. And that's what we'll do. And
that's what you guys are all about. I mean, you pretty much saved the day. I mean, Masonry Cosmetics saves the day. If there's a mess up, if there's an issue or something, you guys come in and you make it right. And it's not just, I'm going to paint something over. You guys are very precise and meticulous in how you do this to help folks.
Yeah, it's something that, it's funny. I come to these MCA events and with things like with you guys, and people like me as a person, but they do not like to see me on the job site, because that means they've got a problem. And it's something that, it's not my personality or anything like that. It's just the way the nature goes. But we're kind of changed that a little bit because it is harder and harder to find matches for brick in the industry right now. People are trying to do match work, trying to do additions to buildings, and it's hard to find those brick to match a 30 to 40-year-old building. Well, we can get a donor brick, and we can stain it to make it match. And that's been something that people actually like to see us at the job site now.
No,
and helps out a lot.
Agreed. I mean, he just mentioned it. Just this memorial wall popping, that kind of a pop that you put to it, tells you everything. Here's another idea. Often we see these runs of brick on colleges, schools, things like that. Well, 100%. 5 years later, you're not in the same clay vein, right? They're not even getting the same brick out of it. They can't do it. So you're solving problems, not even just like a issue that there has been on the job site, but rather an issue that cannot be fixed any other way.
Right. And, too, I mean, it's something, a mason contractor who's on a punch list for... Unfortunately, we all have some issues. Sometimes it could be miscolored mortar. You know what I mean? It could be whatever. But this is a way that we can fix it without having to tear things out, and rip it apart.
And
kind of thing.
You have a little test for us right here. Sure. And I don't know what we're supposed to be doing, but what have you got?
So basically, I'll explain it first.
Okay.
We basically use mineral oxide pigments, and we mix it with a bonding chemical. And so what we do is we kind of are like bakers. We mix and match, and we do little teaspoons and stuff like that, and then we mix it in a cup, and then we apply everything by cup and a brush. And so
it's
here,
all small amounts.
It's all in small amounts. Yeah, we do it one brick at a time. And so what happens is we want to feed that in there, because we want it to soak in. So we need to apply it to absorptive masonry. We can't do anything that's been sealed or anything like that. And so what happens is we want it to penetrate. So what I want you to do is take a look at this brick and tell me which side of that brick did I stain.
All right, I'm gonna go with this side.
What do you think, Will?
The left side there. I had to take my sunglasses off there.
Good question. Natural Clay from South Tennessee, I'd imagine, says that side. So maybe the other side. I'm taking the other side, Tom.
One of us has got to be right.
Yeah.
Well, the good news is if you pull the tape back, that we stained both sides of that brick.
Hold that up for him if you don't mind.
Yeah. And so you can see that little middle patch is what we stained. But what I want you to see is you can still see the sparkly sand. that's in that brick. So the goal of what our stain does is it keeps the brick looking natural. It's not a paint or a coating like stain. And so let's say we only have 100 brick to stain in the wall. When we stain those 100 brick, when the wall gets wet, you're not going to find us.
I had to take my sunglasses off to see the sparkle.
Yeah. Right. It wasn't. I'm like, I don't see any sparkle. Oh, there. And it is. It's all the way through it.
Right.
You can see the way the light hits it. Like.
Right. Exactly. And so that's the beauty of what a masonry stain should be.
I think I just got sunscreen.
Right.
I'm sorry about that there. Yeah.
And so we wanted to set on top. So I mean, the worst thing you could do to a brick once it's installed in the wall and mortar is paint it.
Does that bother you when you see houses like that? Or
It sure does.
buildings?
And don't get me wrong, I love HGTV and I love Chip and Joanna Gaines, but I do not like that show because they paint brick all the time. And so it's something that, it is what it is. And I do. It kind of irks me a little sometimes.
I want to know what this is, the elixir solution that we have right here. Is this something special?
So that's the magic sauce right there. That's what makes that pigment bond to that brick.
All right. And is that a proprietary type?
It is a proprietary thing. So we feed it in by brush. It soaks in, and then that liquid turns into a solid after it bonds with the pores of the brick. Not to get all scientific with you or anything like that.
Well, you
but
should.
it bonds it to the brick. So it reacts like a tattoo on your skin in a way. And so we've had it tested the last over 40 years without beginning to fail.
Wow.
And so we've got jobs that are out there in the marketplace. We've been a service company for over 35 years. And so we've got jobs that, we've lasted.
Is there anything you can't do with this kind of cosmetic?
So again, it's got to be something that absorbs.
Okay, absorbs,
But I can't do like big concrete flat work. I can do things like pavers.
Okay.
I could do things like your mortar joints.
Okay.
Can you
do
brick,
block? You
Yep.
can do block
As long-
too?
yeah,
Okay.
I can do it. And a lot of
Okay.
people ask about the integral water repellent. I can still stain it. It's the aftermarket sealers if they happen to put those on. I can't do anything with that.
So that won't affect it. If I stain it, I want to seal it, I'm okay.
100%. You can seal over top of it.
Oh, okay. All right. Now, is there a trick to doing this? Because it seems to me, and I know it's not a paint, but it's kind of like the same process. I guess you have special ways that you match these colors. Is this done just, I'm looking at it?
Right. So there is you got to play with it a little bit. And a lot of people get intimidated by that. But what it is, it's kind of like, I hope you paid a little bit of attention to art class when you were in school. Let's say I've got
Aside from eating the paste?
Right.
Okay.
So let's say you've got a red brick and you want to go orange.
Okay, red and yellow.
Right. So I'm going to start with yellow because the red brick is already there.
Oh, I see.
So I'm going to start with yellow in my cup, and I'm going to try that first, and then see if that red and yellow will mix together to give me the orange that I want. Like I never knew red and green made brown.
Oh.
And orange and blue make brown. I didn't know those two.
Orange and blue make brown?
Orange and blue make brown.
All right.
And I never knew that until I started playing with our
The
stuff.
color wheel?
The color wheel. Exactly. Exactly.
I think Auburn is now brown. They were orange and blue, but now they're brown.
So
Right.
Tom mentioned it, and he didn't say the words, but I will. Sounds tedious as far as the work goes. But
Right.
it also makes you think most people could do it. I can't imagine it's quite that easy. Are you guys offering training, or how are you guys getting people into
we've got
this
a
job?
couple ways we do things. Number one is we are a full service company. We do stain brick. We do that kind of stuff. So you
Okay.
could hire us, or we have contractors that we've trained. We've got a lot of mason contractors throughout the United States. I think we're up to about 40 right now.
Okay.
That do this, and they want to do it as a side part of what they're doing. So we have businesses all throughout the country.
Sure.
And so it's one of the reasons why we're here is if there's a mason contractor who's interested,
So anybody?
come to our booth.
Anybody?
Yeah, anybody can sign up. I mean, we don't want to overflow some areas. Like I've got a lot of guys in North Carolina. I don't want to put a lot of guys there. So they can either do it that way. They can come and get trained by us to do it as a business, or they can just get trained to do it for themselves. Like they just want to do little touch-ups for themselves, get them off a punch list. Then they can get trained to do that
we
as
just
well.
talked about it. There's times runs get sideways. You got to
Right.
fix your own brick right there. What a cost saving that's going to
Right.
be.
And then we also have do-it-yourself kits. So we sell
Okay.
kits themselves on Amazon, or they can call us and get a kit. So a person who has a miscolored fireplace, they can call us and get a kit where they can do it themselves. And there's a little QR code on the kit down in the corner on one of the sides. They can shoot that QR code, and then it comes directly to me, and I can help them with recipes just over the phone.
You're
just
providing
text
that
them.
much service?
Yeah, we help them out in many ways. So
Now wait, are you going to answer the phone or do we get the telemarketing robot?
you're probably going to get my office first, and then it's going to come to me.
I'm good with that.
But I can work back and forth with you.
That's
I normally tell
awesome.
people I go to church from 8 to 12 on Sunday morning, and after that, I'm good.
Yeah.
So if you want to call me at midnight, I'll answer your phone calls.
Well, I'm sure if the church ever needs a brick taken care of, they know who to go
And
to.
there you go to. So.
Well, that is this is like, you know what? The more Masons that you get trained in something like this, think about how they help, and they don't have to call back to the people that
100%.
Yeah. Wow, that's going to save a lot of time.
Well, it's a lot of time because we're based out of Indiana, so I can't come to Las Vegas, Nevada to stain 500 brick on somebody's chimney on their house without charging an arm and a leg. So I want to try to find somebody who's close who might want to do this. So.
Well, you're in Vegas. You're based out of Indiana.
Right.
You got any dollars on the big game tonight against the Hurricanes?
Oh my gosh! You know, we're based out of South Bend, so I have to admit I'm an Irish fan first.
Yeah. Okay.
But I got to go Hoosiers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got to go Hoosiers tonight. You know, it is what it is, and
That's awesome.
They've been underrated all year, so let's go do it.
Well, we're looking forward to what you do with Brian's tribute wall. That's something you're going to take care of tomorrow, right?
Yeah, we're going to take a look at that tomorrow. I'm going to get some stuff ready in my booth, but yeah, we're going to make that look a little bit like it pops a little bit more and make it so it stands out.
I think the folks know this is not a live podcast. We're taping it, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to have Spence nod with the camera. We can put an insert of that finished in there, can't we? Yeah. So what we'll do is let's do a before and after to show that, because
You're making everybody nauseous. Act right.
I thought we had an earthquake in Vegas there. You can just do it a little bit. It's okay. But yeah, let's do that. Let's do a before and after, because I want people to show the that precise, that detailed, to do something like that. That tribute wall is so. It's such a.
I'll say it. It's important.
It's very important.
It is important, and that's why we trust you. We like what you do and everything, and so we want all the contractors to come out and see you, get a hold of you, and do that. So what's the website?
So you can reach us at www.masonrycosmetics.com.
That's simple enough. Masonry Cosmetics.
Masonry Cosmetics. You can't tell you how many times I went to McDonald's and they asked me at the drive-thru if I got a catalog for makeup.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
And I got to tell them the kind of makeup I sell.
For anyone under 55, there's the QR code he already mentioned. If you'd like to just scan that right there.
You can go to like Home Depot, or are they sold at Home Depot?
I wish. We've tried to get them in a few different stores. Right now you can find them on Amazon, though. Most of the time they're online, or you can call our office to get them.
Well, you know what? The contractors can go to Amazon, order a kit, let them play with it, and on the QR code, they could probably go to the website, and we start that process going that way.
And that one's a whitewash kit, actually.
Okay.
So this one, you could do different colors, and then this one, you could whitewash the brick on your house.
Oh, I love it.
Is that still done at the detail level,
That
or
is
is it
still
a bigger?
done at the
Can you
detail
roll that
level.
on?
You cannot
or anything?
roll that on.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep, you got to feed it in by brush. I like it. 100%.
Well, Shawn, good luck. Thank you.
Well, it's so
we're
awesome
looking
to be
forward
part
to
of
the
all this.
wall.
Thank you,
We
guys.
appreciate it. Thank you for being a part of the SPEC Mix Pro
100%.
Series podcast.
Looking forward to the next few days.
Oh, it's going to get stupid fun. It really is. It's too cool. All right, we're out of here.
Take care.